Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. Today we're gonna look at day 43 in our packet. So go ahead, grab your packet. We're gonna start out with reading and module. And in reading and module today, you're gonna check out that story tools on page 13. We've listened to it a couple of times so far. Go ahead and check out that story again today on page 13. And after reading it, you are going to think, how are the tools in this story similar? How are they the same? And how are they different? So think about that for a minute after reading that story tools, and take a minute to decide the differences and the similarities between those different tools. In your journal, you're going to flip to the day 43 task where you are going to circle the tools that you would use inside, and you're going to put an X through the tools that you would use outside. So circle the ones you're going to use inside and X out the ones you would use outside. And after that, we are going to look at making a tree map. So we figured out the tools that you would use inside as well as the tools that you would use outside. So what I want you to do with that information is put it into a tree map. So I've got a tree map here listed inside and outside. It's labeled tools because we're talking about different tools. And you can see the different things I've put inside. You use a fork, a pencil, scissors. Outside you would use a shovel or a wheelbarrow. I want you to see how many different things you can come up with, including the things that are listed in that story tools. Now looking at word work, we are going to do a little spelling test together. So go ahead and grab a sheet of paper or your journal, something to write with, and we're going to do some words from our Cycle 24 list in our packet. So I'm going to give you 2 words. I'm going to put them each in a sentence. You're going to write those words down, and then I'm going to hold up the answer. So pause me if you need a little bit longer to write after I've said those sentences. We're going to go ahead and jump in. So the first word we're going to write is tap. Tap. I tap on the window. Tap. The next word you're going to write is red. Red. My favorite color is red. Pause me if you need a second, and we're going to check the spelling. So here is our answer. We have tap and red. Alrighty, we're going to move on to the next 2 words. We have web. Web. The spider spun a web. Our next word is dip. Dip. I dip my toes in the ocean. Dip. Dip. Pause me if you need to keep writing, and I'm going to show you our answers. We've got web and dip. Awesome job. Our next 2 words, we have wig. Wig. I like to wear a wig. Wig. And your next word is moth. Moth. The moth flew in the light. Moth. Pause me if you need. We're going to check our spelling. We've got the 2 words wig and moth. All right, we've got 2 more words coming up. The next one is chop. Chop. I like to chop onions. Chop. And the second word is thud. Thud. I heard a huge thud. thud. Pause me if you need. I'm going to show you our answers. We've got chop and thud. All right, the next word we have is hum. Hum. I like to hum along with songs. Hum. The next word is such. Such. That is such a cool lollipop. Such. And pause me if you need. I'm going to show you those answers. We've got hum and such. All right, then next two words, we have joke. That was a funny joke. Joke. And the next word is stone. Stone. That is a beautiful stone. Stone. Pause me if you need. Our answers are joke and stone. I've got two more words for you. The next word is woke. Woke. I woke up super early today. Woke. And tune. I need to tune my guitar. Tune. Alrighty, those two answers are woke and tune. We've got a couple more. The next word is dude. Dude, that was crazy. Dude, dude. Write your word. I know some of these words are super tricky. You can't really sound them out. You just gotta keep practicing them. And the second word is smoke. The smoke was coming out of the chimney. Smoke. We're going to check those two words. Pause me if you need. We've got dude and smoke. All right, just four more words. Sorry. I'm getting all tongue-tied. We've got 4 more words. You guys are doing awesome. The next word is cone. I have learned a lot about the shape cone. We've been talking about cones a lot. Got that word, cone. And our second word is broke. Broke. I broke my toe. Broke. All right. Gonna check those two words, see if we got them right. Awesome job, you guys. We have 2 more words left. You guys are doing so good. 2 more words. We have close. Close. I close the door. Close. And our very last word, thrown. Thrown. The trash has been thrown away. Thrown. Pause me if you need a minute. We are going to check the spelling of our last 2 words. It is close and thrown. Awesome job, you guys. That is all of our words on that Cycle 24 list. Upload those pictures to Dojo. I can't wait to see your awesome, awesome spelling. And we are going to move on into math. The very first thing in math is to flip to page 5 in your packet where you are going to do the day 43 warm-up. So fill that out, page 5 in your packet. And after you've done that, you are going to gather a bunch of different socks. So gather probably 15 socks if you can find them. You might want to just cut out some socks, draw them, I don't know, get creative if you don't have 15 clean socks. But you can get them from all over your house. They don't have to be just your socks. They can be your brother's or your sister's socks. And you are going to put them in a pile and then sort them into 2 piles. So you're going to sort them by color first. And you can pick, maybe you want to do black and white socks. Maybe you want to do a pile of black socks and a pile of colorful socks. You get to decide. And you are going to draw them for me. So I sorted mine by color. I have a pile of white socks and a pile of black socks. And I drew them and I wrote how many I had. And then you're going to sort again a different way. You can sort by size, by length, I don't know, whatever you want to come up with. Maybe by old and new. And you're going to draw that for me as well. So I sorted by big and small. I had some long, like tube socks. And then I had some smaller socks for just like tennis shoes. So I had my big socks over here. I had 4 white and 2 black. And then I had 7 socks over here that were small. And I drew them there. So you guys are going to draw for me the socks that you sort and label them. And I can't wait to see the different ways that you guys can sort your socks. Last thing you have to do for math is flip to page 6 in your packet, and you are going to do that day 43 exit ticket. Last but not least, we have social studies, and something super fun we're talking about today is how as you grow and you get taller and older, you also learn new things. And in each stage of life, there's different types of things that you learn how to do. So far in your life, you have gotten to be a baby. You were born. You were a tiny, cute little baby. And when you were a baby, there were some different things that you had to learn how to do. Maybe you had to learn how to crawl, or maybe you had to learn how to eat or hold a bottle. There's a lot of different things you might have learned how to do when you were a baby. And then after you were a baby, you became a toddler. And when you were a toddler, you might have been learning how to walk or how to talk. Lots of different things you might have been learning how to do when you were a toddler. And then you became a kindergartner. So now you're a kindergartner, and I want you to think about things that you are learning how to do now. Maybe you're learning how to tie your shoes. Maybe you're learning how to read or write really well. There's a lot of different things that you guys are learning how to do that you should be super proud of because you guys are accomplishing such awesome things. And what I want you to do is draw those things for me. So we're going to do it in a flow map. So we talked about being a baby, we talked about being a toddler, and we talked about being a kindergartner, which we are now. And through all of those times, we have grown and learned. So I want you to label your flow map baby, toddler, and kindergartner. And I want you to draw me a picture and write something to show me something that you learned during each of these stages of your life. So you can see mine there. We've got you learned to maybe walk or crawl. You were potty trained. And then you learned how to tie a shoe. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys' different flow maps. Make sure you get them uploaded onto Dojo. And I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day.